Comcast Sports.
We are early in the NHL season, yet these two teams are both hopeful of keeping their unbeaten ways going. 1-1 through two periods on Comcast Sportsnet. Joe Beninati and Craig Laughlin with you, and we've been lucky for, more than a decade to be traipsing around North America covering the Washington Capitals. We're very, very fortunate to be so close to the team and the team of reporters that follow them. This summer we lost one, a very special one. Washington Times beat reporter Dave Fay fought cancer to the very end.
And Joe, I had the opportunity to know him when I was a player for the Caps in the 80s and as a colleague. And five things come to mind when I think of Dave Fay. He was eloquent, he was honest, he was proud, he was passionate, and he was fair. And he'll be honored because of his lifelong work upcoming with the Elmer Ferguson Memorial Award at the Hockey Hall of Fame inductions in mid-November. And it's certainly something that holds true for Dave Fay. Every time I talked to him, every time I met him, every time I saw him, it brings tears to my eyes now that he's not part of this, and he's going to sorely be missed.
We'll miss him and his colorful candor. He made an impression on fans, players, and coaches alike.
I miss going into press conferences and always seeing they're standing right at the left and ready to ask a question that usually was usually the most important part of the game, very astute, and was never an easy lob, that's for sure. And he felt the responsibility to bring the story to the readers. And I'm going to miss just his passion for the game, and someone that, he was a real battler and a real fighter, and I learned a lot, and we took a lot. In some of our seasons here the last couple of years when Dave was going through these battles, I thought, our losses and that, we'd try to come forward and work hard in these things, but when I look at Dave, I'd say it was never nearly as much as what he's gone through. And I think at the end, this summer was something that sort of some Dave's around the hockey world here, is that when I know that his family and his grandchildren was the driving force of him battling cancer, but I know that hockey played a part of it too, and he came right down to the end and tried to do an interview this summer at our summer camp, and he couldn't do it, and about a week and a half later he passed away. And I think that was one of the things. He just said if he couldn't do this, I think it was a tough time for him.